It is recording. Okay, so these past few days I have been studying or trying to study classic human anatomy, and I don't know, like I think I'm getting a hang of it, but my forms are not as accurate as I would like. I think that's okay because I'm heading towards a more stylized route than like a classical fine arts route type anatomy. So, okay, I'm drawing with my mouse, so please send forgiveness my way. But I have my book, my classical anatomy, human anatomy book in front of me, and I think it's best that first I'll discuss like the basic skeleton structure and whatnot, and how I go about drawing these forms. I'm not like the best artist, of course, but I think just a basic understanding of the skeleton and where the muscle attaches to the skeleton would be like a really great help. Even just like basic forms and whatnot, not just like totally the specifics. Okay, so everybody knows the head or the skull, so we can have that like as a little box whatever the shape is right here, and the sphere, you know, like everybody know the eye go like that, right? And then the nose go like that, and then the top of the skull, and then or the top of the jaw, and then the bottom of the jaw, and yeah, and whatnot. Right. And then we have our neck here, right? And then we have our rib cage right here, and then let's just draw like, because kind of opens up a bit right here. Then we have the skeletons have a necktie, and this is called the sternum, this area right here. And then we have our collarbones. Love collarbones, they're so slay. And we're gonna draw like just simple triangular structures for the shoulder blades. And the shoulder blades actually have this thing called the acromion, I don't know how to say acromion process, which is this thing, and it connects directly to the clavicle. Oh shit, no. I almost pressed save, or I did press save. Just brought up another window. So both the scapulas have it. Shoulder blades, scapulas, interchangeable. They both connect to the clavicles here. And then there's also like the coracoid process, but we don't talk about that until much later. And then there's actually what is it called again? Honestly, I don't remember. I have to sift through the book. But there's like an indentation, a protrusion and an indentation. You know, like when there's a circle, a little circle sphere, and then this would be the protrusion, and then the indentation would be like in here because it's going inside. So that would be the protrusion, indentation in the scapula, where the humerus connects, right? And then, you know, you got your cool ass humerus, and then we have like the upper arm, and then the forearm. Oh, shit. I mostly practiced the torso, so I haven't gone to the specifics of the arm yet. So I'll be discussing mostly the torso rather than the arms and whatnot. But Yeah, this is gonna be resting anatomical position where the palms are out, right? The palms are out. Wee. Palms are out, palms are out. And when the palms are out, here in the forearm, God, I forgot which one is which. These two bones are straight, right? And then when they're crossed, so the palm is like on the other side, and then the arm look like this. Now the thumb is towards the body, then it is cross. I didn't really draw that properly, but that's just like a simple idea for what happens to these two bones when the palm changes position. But like that's beside the point right now. I'm just drawing the skeleton. No. Oh my god, don't say it. Don't say it. Great. Okay. My speaker disconnected and then reconnected. It does that all the time. It pissed me off. But anyways, rib cage, and then we have the thoracic portion of the spine. So this is like I think yeah. This is the cervical parts of the spine. Okay, let me just like take this seriously and find the actual terms. Bro, where's the bone? Where's the bone? No. Bone, do not be afraid. I am not scary. I just want to know what you are called. Oh my days. Bro, where's the freaking neck, man? Okay, yes, it is called cervical. Oh my days, sorry, that took forever. And then this part is thoracic. Thoracic. And then we have the pelvis here, right? So people usually draw like the box and whatnot. We got our little box here. We got a little box, our sleigh little box. And there are some differences between the female and male anatomy, where the female anatomy pelvis is like wider but shorter, and then the male pelvis is closer together, like more cinched up, and then it's taller, right? Okie dokie. And then how I usually construct it, like it's hella scuffed, but in the pelvis there's the sacrum, which is this triangular tailbone shape thingy, right? Here these 2 points are the aces. Oh my god, that literally looks like a whiner. Okay, let's not. I'll just draw here. Okay, so the aces would be here, and then the sacrum would be like there, right? And then kind of like if you divide it into 3, the box into 3, on the first division at the ends here, or these intersect. That is the wait, no, this is the aces, and these are the pisces. And these two are just landmarks that you see on the surface forms of the body that help you dictate whether the pelvis is tilting or not tilting. And usually it's like, you know, the classic heart shape, right? Classic heart shape right there. And then we get the leg of bone protruding, and then bink bonk. What is that called? The femur? The femur? And yeah, it's usually a bowl shape. So that's why the pelvis is usually drawn like kind of like tilted like this. So that's a horrible box, because it's up, it's higher here, and then here it's like lower, right? and it's like a tilted bowl. I have the strongest urge to say tilted towers. And I did. I succumbed. And then if you look at how a proper pelvis should look, there is an area down here. So it is a bowl. It is a bowl. Right? It is a bowl. And then you see like it's the underwear bowl. The femur come out like that. Femur come out like that. Yeah. So it is a bowl. It is a bowl. And it looks like a bowl like this. A bowl like this. Okay. It's not an even bowl like this. It is a very uneven bowl like this. Very super uneven bowl. Yeah. That's why in a lot of side profiles, they always go like, you know, there's the head and then you tilt it and then tilt. Right? Like that. So Spinal is that, and then it goes like meow, and then there's another opening here. Like that. Ah. Like this, and then like that, right? That's the bowl tilt. Anyways, yeah, and then knees, and then, you know, leg. Yeah, that's that's pretty much the skeleton right now. Not going into the specifics of like the arms and the legs, because I haven't really gotten to that part yet. I haven't really read that part yet, but yes, that's that's pretty much the basics of the skeleton, or like the forms and whatnot. But I have been focusing more on the torso, so we're gonna be talking about the torso muscle attachments, to be more specific. Let's see. So the first muscle in the book is the sacrospinalis. The sacrospinalis, and where it attaches. Okay, so first we draw our skeletal structure, our beautiful skeletal structure right here. All right, we got our rib cage, right. It kind of like it's kind of a little bit up like this. And then we got our thoracic portion, we got our cervical, thoracic, lumbar. This is the lumbar, and then here is our wonderful pelvis with the aces. Aces, right? Yes. Aces here, and then if this was the front, the aces is here. The piscis is here, and then we got like our heart, our sacrum is like here. And then we just like, you know, draw the underwear form. Just a little underwear form here, right? And our leg. It's okay, we're not drawing the rest. Okay, so sacrospinalis is at the back, and on the back there is the scapulas. And you kind of see the clavicles over here, right? And then the acromion process over here just attaches like that. And so if you look at it from above, you got like the collarbone here, or the clavicle, sorry, and then the acromion process can attach like that. So that's why it looks like this. And then got the humerus, the very funny bone, the humerus, right? Let's just draw some little elbow and like this. Okay, so we got our awesome skeleton base. Let me just get another color. Let's do this one. Actually, let's do green. Sacrospinalis attaches, or it starts at the sacrum. So like here, this area, and it just goes up from the pelvis here, And then it attaches to all the ribs here. And so how that's gonna look like is that like you just go woo, woo. It's better to look at an actual picture of how it looks, but this is like a very basic, not even basic, this is very scuffed, right? Oops. This attaches down here, right? Oh wait, not even one here. And then this is just, yes, this is just a very, very long attachment. There we go, there we go. Yeah, so that's just like a basic form. There's 3 muscles here, but it's not really specified on the surface form, so it's okay. Right, it's okay, it's okay. No big deal, no big deal. But that's sacrospinalis. Attaches here, here, and then attaches on the sides or the back of the rib cage here, and it originates from here. So when it says originate, it's like it starts from here and then it gets pulled up and then attaches into these areas. I'm like explaining this really bad, but yes, that is the sacrospinalis portion. Oh my gosh, and then goes straight to the pectoralis major. Oh my days. Okay, so we're gonna draw a front view now. After all that effort to draw that back view, okay. So got our skull, cervical, the rib cage of all time. Got our sternum, little guy's going to work, and then clavicles attaches to the sternum right here. Awesome. And then although this is the front, it's just good to have the view of the scapula for explanation purposes. Okay, the protrusion, and then boom, stunning humerus. Then we have thoracic, lumbar, pelvis, asis, boom, 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 leg, boom, leg, bowl shape, boom, sacrum, boom. It's supposed to be huge there, it like flares out. Anyways, so we have this stunning front view, right? And so pectoralis major, how it attaches is that is it here, the front of the humerus. This is where the insertions is. This is where it attaches to, but the origin is kind of like 1/3 here of the clavicle, and then down at a diagonal tilt from the sternum, and then down, or sorry, the mandible. What's it called? The mandible of the sternum? Manubrium. Jesus. Sorry. The manubrium of the sternum, and then down the sternum, and then it just goes like this on the ribs. It follows this path, so it's not like bank, it's got a curve to it. Anyways, so we're gonna put the curve, and then we just go directly and attach it to that area, right? Cool. And there are 3 parts to our lovely pectoralis major, our big pecs. So we're gonna divide it into those 3 parts. Boom, stunning. So the 3 parts is the clavicular portion and the sternal portion and the abdominal portion. Stunning. Wonderful. Thank you. Now I'm gonna Control Z all that shit. But those are the three, and you could probably guess why they're called that way. Clavicular portion is attached to the clavicles. Sternal portion attached to the sternum. Abdominal portion attached to the abdominal region. Yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory. I hope you get it. I really hope. I'm not trying to diss you off if you didn't get it, but I hope it makes sense. The most emphasized parts are just clavicular and the sternal, because the sternal and the abdominal portion usually merge, or it looks like they're together as a whole muscle group on the outside of the body. So when drawing, most people just draw, the clavicular and the sternal. Yeah. I'm not gonna go too much into, sadly, how they're gonna look in movement. I have to practice that myself before I start explaining. Even though I am doing a very scuffed job at explaining right now too. Like, I'm so sorry. There's definitely, like, Proco is a hella good at explaining this stuff. Like, he has been teaching this for a gajillion years. And I have just read this from a damn book. So, yeah. I'll also mention the book in the caption, or in the comments, wherever, just in case you want to know what I'm reading from. Because I think this book is a really good resource. I got it, like, quite a few years ago, and I finally had the headspace to read it and not just look at the pictures and draw the shapes and whatever. So definitely reading it has helped my understanding of where everything goes. Anyways, next is the deltoid. Wait, okay. So the deltoid, where is it? It also attaches to the humerus, but contrary to popular belief, it is not on the side. It is also a little bit at the front over here. A little bit at the front. So if pecs are here, then deltoid is over here. A little bit at the front. So it's not in the side, and it doesn't attach like this. Like this. It does not attach like that. It attaches to the front, so there is a little curve. It attaches to it on the other side, like that. Alright, and then the origins are pretty cool. It's kind of 1/3 over here on the clavicular, the clavicles. 1/3. Oh, sorry, that's it. 1/3, divided into thirds. 1/2, 1/3, and then it kind of travels down a chromion process, and then this area. So this is the chromion. This is the spine of the scapula. So this is called the chromion of the scapula, spine of the scapula. It's so crazy. We have a big ass spine here, then we have a little spine there. And so just go around, attach it, boom. And then we go down here, boom. Goes all the way here, boom. Attach to the front, boom. Deltoid. Beautiful. Stunning. Same here. Just go boom. Oops. Oh my god. Boom. Beautiful. Oh shit. Wrong way. It's here. Yes. There we go. Yes. Yes, like that. Let me just erase this. Goodbye, my stunning delta. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm getting things wrong right now. Let me just erase this. Anyways, yeah. It's like that at the front. Like this at the front. There we go. And deltoid also has 3 parts. So many things have 3 parts. It attaches from 3 parts. So there's 3 parts. There's the acromion portion. This spinal portion, and the clavicular portion. Again, attaches to the clavicle, attaches from the clavicle, attaches from the acromion, and then attaches from the spinal. So those are the three, and it goes like ooh, 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 ooh. And then the attachments, or like the different portions, are like this. So here's the acromion origin, scapula origin, scapula spine origin, and then clavicular origin. Cool. I'm like a little bit sick, so I almost saved it again. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes. So that's the deltoid. That's where they attach and whatnot. Oh, I'm so yawning. Okay, next is the traps. So traps originate from up here, which is the base of the cranium, and it goes down, boom, bing, 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 all the way, sort of like to the end of the rib cage. Right. On all, it says all 12 of the thoracic vertebrae, and well, you know, we have 12 thoracic vertebrae, so that's like technically all of them. Sorry if the mic is peaking. I didn't do too much fumbling with the settings, so oopsies, apologies. Alright, so talked about the origin of the trapezius, and then it just attaches to, interestingly, also to the clavicle, but like on the back side, right? So deltoid attaches here on the front side, and then the trapezius attaches on the back side over here, right? So that's, let's show it over here. So it's like this, and then it attaches like that, right? Attaches like that. That's why there's like a little gap here sometimes. It attaches like that, you know? Look how beautiful that is. Alright, so neck, we got our neck going on. Ooh, there you go. Right? Then we have, like, if everybody remembers, a really cool, or like a lot of artists used to draw the backs like this. They like bulge out all of this, like all these areas over here, and then leave this sort of flat, and it looked all dynamic and cool and whatever. Yeah, it's because this is not a muscle, or well, it's covering the sacrospinalis, but you know, it doesn't really bulge out or anything, unless the sacro bulges out like a lot. Then you can like kind of see it. Well, it depends on what you want to emphasize in the back anyways. Sorry, getting sidetracked. So we have the trapezius, it attaches over here to the 1/3 the back of the clavicle, and then it kind of swoops around here to the acromion. We love the acromion. Everything goes on the acromion. And then it goes down the spine of the scapula, and then it just goes straight, a whole dip, bonk, bonk, a whole dip all the way down to the origin, the 12th thoracic vertebrae, right? And there's also three parts to the trapezius. So we got the upper, the I think it's just the middle portion, and then the lower portion. So the upper portion is kind of like half here. Kind of cuts through half the acromion and the clavicle here. Right. So it lines up with the diamond on the neck here. And then the middle portion kind of just goes down here, like that, and then lower portion just continues down. So it attaches here, Like, this is just an estimate, but yeah. And it just goes, and then this one goes, and this one goes from here and it goes like, so it's a pretty cool muscle. I love this muscle. Whenever people say, oh, my traps are hurting, yeah, bro. I know. Everyone's traps be hurting, high key. And then they start like massaging this area. Yerp, that's your trap, alright. Anyways. Next is the rectus abdominis. The freaking abs of all time. So the abs, I didn't really draw too much of the ribs, you know, I didn't really draw the ribs and whatnot. So I'll just give like a general area for it. Go like here, and then it goes all the way down, all the way down, all the way down here to the pubic bone. Attached to the, origin is the pubic bone, and so it's getting pulled and getting inserted to this area of the rib cage. Right. And how the 6-pack, the 8-pack forms is that it kind of like goes like this and it goes like that. Right. So it's a smaller gap here, then a bigger gap here, and then like sort of an equal gap here. You can make it equal or unequal, depends on your preferences. And then you can have the belly button right below the last line, and then it just divides into 2 down here, and then it divides everything into 2. And that's the 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2, 8-pack. Woo! Yes. Hopefully pretty easy so far. Okay. Let's see how much there's left. Oh my days. Like 4 more major muscle groups. Okay. So now we're gonna talk about the external obliques. Ooh, obliques. So external obliques, where they attach. Okay, so let's actually draw the freaking, is it abdominalis, whatever, I forgot what it's called again. Rectus abdominis. I'll do like another color for the external obliques. External obliques are pretty cool because they just encompass. Yeah, they just kind of encompass like everything over the rectus abdominis, right? And then where is it? So the origin is here, and rectus abdominis origin is here. You know, ooh, opposites day. So external oblique originates here, and then it just travels down. It travels down, and it hits here. It hits actually here, and it travels down the pelvis down here to the aces, right? And then it just goes down this little bowl area. Goes down this little bowl area. Boom. And it has like a whole cover here for the rectus abdominis. It's a whole cover there. And then it just goes like this. Right? Bing, 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 bing. So the muscle attaches. I'm like losing myself too. Yeah. So here's like the flank pads. They call this the flank. It can be really big. You know, it can be really big. Or it can be really small. Like, not even noticeable. On muscular people, they have big flank pads, and that's where they get like the V line or whatever. And they go like that, and then the V line from the pubic bone. Yeah. But we'll just keep it a little bit little today. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the external obliques. Wait, let me just boom. Thank you. All right. Next, actually, I think it's good to show you a side view for this one too. It's like a little quick skeleton. It's really scuff, skeleton, scuff, skeleton, scuff, skeleton. Okay, so attaches here, right, attaches here, and it goes down here, so the middle here, and then goes down here, and then goes bank, like straight up diagonal, and then it's just your tummy. That is your external obliques. External obliques. Oh yeah, external obliques. Yeah, look at that, stunning. And if we just continue everything that we learned, got a clavicle here, shoulder blade, scapula, acromion, and spine, a little attachment, a little humerus. Alright, and sternum over here. Alright, that's beautiful, that's stunning. Okay, we're gonna take our pecs, we're gonna start attaching them and whatever. Should be a little bit higher right there. And attach it here. Attach it here. Our deltoid, gonna just move it around. Attach it there. Then it's the base. Attach it to the front. Right. There we go. I think that's what we learned so far right now. Oh, and sacrospinalis just kind of goes down. All the way down here. So, it's like that so far. Alright, right. Let's go to the serratus. The serratus anterior. Okay, I think it's best to use the side profile for this one. But I think I can also use the front. Okay, so serratus is like a fan. It just spreads out like woo, 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 woo. It's pretty cool. Right. And hold on, I think I messed up the obliques. There you go. Because they kind of like intersect like this, and that's why on the sides of the bodies there's like this area. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? It's because of the serratus and the external obliques just interacting with each other. And do you remember the bottom part of the pecs? That's why it's called abdominal area, because it's kind of like with here, the rectus abdominis. Yes. Right. So where the anterior serratus anterior attaches is from the scapula. So scapula, scuffed scapula. Okay, so we have our scapula over here. It attaches from the underneath of this side, and then it kind of curves around the ribs and stuff like that. So the origin is the ribs, and then it gets pulled towards the back of the scapula to this area right there. Yes. So if we were to look at this in planes, oh my gosh, this is gonna be like a limit to my own capabilities as well. Is a good thing to learn. It would be on this side, right? And then the rib cage would be here, right. I've got our thoracic portion there. Yeah, so it's here. And it's very important to remember that's like on this side of the plane and not on this side or on this side, because something else attaches here. And we'll get to that later. Yes. Anyways, so let's see from the front. Let's just skip the abdominis rectus abdominis altogether and go straight to the external obliques. Okay, right. Go halfway down the pubic bone, and then our lovely apex right here. Bang, bonk, bonk. Oops. Bonk, bonk. Stunning. Right? It's like this, and then we have our stunning pecs. Right. There we go. Beautiful. It is from here, this side, and it curves up like this, right? Curves up. God. Follow the plane. So it just curves around the ribs. And it's only a few that can be seen, right? Because the rest is covered by the pecs and and then after we're gonna be talking about the latissimus dorsi, but yeah, it's like covered by the pecs at the front here. And only a few can be seen, like 3 or 4. Depends on the character, I guess. How big their pecs are. I know people love to draw their pecs absolutely ginormous. Like, bro, my eyes are up here. Right. Anyways. Okay. So that's it for the serratus. Now let's go to the latissimus dorsi. Going back to the back here. Okay, so muscles love attaching to the front of the humerus. They love it. Like they love just hanging out over here. Like how many is there already? How many is there already? Like already 2. There's already 2 of the gang. Okay, so same with the latissimus dorsi. It actually attaches right over here, just above where the deltoid and the major pectoralis attaches, just like up there. So it's gonna curve again when it goes into it, but like a different type of curve this time. It's like a whole twist. There's a whole twist going on. Anyways, so where's the origin for the latissimus dorsi? The origin is down here. Down. This is the thoracic. Down thoracic, but it's like sorta down here. Like sorta halfway. Let's see. Yeah. So lower 6. So that is pretty much half, because remember there's 12 of the thoracic vertebrae. So 6th, and then lower 6th, right to the end, and then all the way down the lumbar, and then all the way down the sacrum, and then it's like similar sites to where the sacrospinalis will attach. It's just on different planes. Again, there's like the different planes, you know, different planes of the pelvis. Sacrospinalis attaches on this side, I believe, the outer side, and then latissimus dorsi attaches on the inner side, I believe, if I saw that correctly. Please. Me when I lie, perhaps. Okay, yes, I'm correct. Yeah, sort of correct. But anyways, this is besides the point. Sort of besides the point. I'm just doing the clarification on the planes, just so like, because some people are going like, how come they attach to the same area of the bone? Like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Oftentimes when they do attach, it seems that it's like just a little bit of small portions kind of overlap when they do attach at the origin or at the insertions. You know? Anyways. But honestly, don't take my word for it. Just look at the shapes and the colors. So here is the origin. And then it gets pulled all the way to the front over here. So how it goes is like, it goes down like a little cape. And then just drapes down like this. Covers the rib cage. Can't really see the rib in the back anymore. There you go. And it goes straight down. Boink. Just pitfalls. Into the pelvis. Right. And then goes down the sacrum. And then boom. And how the twist happens is that it twists here. And then it twists here. I don't know how I can show that better. I don't know. I'm sorry, but you'll have to look at pictures. I don't think I can explain the twist too well. It's like you twist a piece of paper and it goes like that. And then that's where it attaches. Yeah? Attaches like on this side. It's a little silly guy like that. Yeah, and then there's like this big ligament. I want to say ligament. Yeah. Oh no, it is a fascia. Yes. I have not really done too much studying on the fascias, the ligaments, and whatnot. It's not even called ligaments. I don't know why I said ligaments. Wait. Yeah. There's ligaments involved. But these are also important to remember, and I should start remembering them too, because they also dictate which muscle bulges out more when performing certain actions. So that's something to keep in mind. But that's pretty much the latissimus dorsi. I think we're ready to move on. Apologies. It's taking quite long. It's gonna be like a whole hour of me just yapping. Okay. Next is the rhomboid. Rhomboids are pretty self-explanatory. Origins are just down here. Just this area. Or sorry. It's like a bit higher actually. A bit higher here. Okay, and then it just attaches like that. Rhomboid. It's pretty cool. And it's in charge of, just pushing and pulling them together. Or pushing them away. The scapula's away together, and they just do the movements. So when you kind of like massage this area, you're massaging the rhomboid as well as our wonderful trapezius. Okay, rhomboid is done. Not really. Here it is. This is where it inserts, and this is where it originates. So it just gets pulled that way. Okay, next is muscles of the scapula. I'm just gonna go over here and draw a little indentation thingy. Rank. Okay. So there are 4 parts to this. There's the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus, teres major, and teres minor. Supraspinatus starts here and then attaches, like goes underneath the spine and attaches just at the top over here at the head of the humerus. And then the infraspinatus, is like pretty big. It's like this big, like super big. And it attaches just on the side over here. So it goes like, right. There we go. Just this area is the infraspinatus. The teres minor is going to be underneath the infraspinatus, and it's going to attach a little bit below from where the attachment site of the infraspinatus is. So there's the teres minor, and teres major is like the rest of the cover right here. And this buddy, he wants to join everybody else on the front of the humerus. Yes. He loves everybody at the front of the humerus. Yes. So let me just color code that actually. So supraspinatus right here. The infraspinatus right here. Oops. Oh shit. Scribble. Scribble. Yes. Let's do major for red. And this teres minor. It's a horrible diagram. That's how they all come together. Yes. And then how it interacts, or how it looks like, is that, okay, so here's the clavicle, and then we just, there we go, attaches to the front. There you go. Alright, deltoid, acromial, spinal, right. And then our latissimus, there, right, our latissimus. Oh, sorry, that's our trapezius. And then our latissimus is underneath, because it also likes the front region, like the teres major. Just goes, and then there we go. Right. There's this area. I believe this might be like a dimple area. I'm not sure, but yeah, I haven't reached that part yet. Yes, but this is how it looks like. It's just gonna be like in this triangle. Yes. And all of these have specific functions, and when the body is performing a function, they happen to just move around, bulge, stretch, and etc. And that's what creates the forms on the surface form. Like if everybody knows this one, if you be flexing and whatever, let's draw a little silly guy over here. If you're flexing, then what is it? Let me just like trying to. So when it hands aside, it's here, and then we flip it. It's like kind of at the back. There. Insertion kind of at the back now. This deltoid attaches to the clavicle. And then we got like boing right there. Right there too. And this is stretched, and this one is, that one is it's bulging out. Yes, because it is pulling the arm forward towards the head. That type of stuff. So like my plans after is just manipulate the body into different poses and then see how the muscles look on the surface, how they interact with the skin and whatnot. And I think a really good place to look for references that you can study that from is like Posemaniacs, because there's that one buff guy that's just there and he has like a bunch of photos. But also the general basic Posemaniacs website also has the different muscles and their attachments and the origins and insertions and all that stuff. So yeah, Posemaniacs, my goat, my goat, heart emoji. Anyways, okay, the last thing, let's try to draw something with my mouse. Just like everything on the body before I get too exhausted. So it's always good to start with like the basic forms. Don't get too cocky and start, you know, drawing with us with like the muscles already and whatever. Unless that's your thing, then you know, pop off. Right. Okay, so we got that. Very cool. Give him some cool ass eyebrows. Hell yeah. Okay, so over here, base of the neck. Just go down. Right. Since this is our median, we're gonna put sternum over here. Very cool. Add our rib cage over here. This is gonna be the space in between the rib cage. This is the waist area. So our belly button is right over here. Waist is usually over or like kind of just by the belly button. I'm putting it over. Right, and then we have our clavicle. And then we have our, oops. There you go, shoulders. Scapula, right, and attaches. So our arm actually goes out a little bit more. Alright, and then we have there. Oops. Let me just. Right. Okay. Less level the muscle. Pecs. Wonderful pecs. make sure they're not in the right plane. Can be added like the scoops like this when everything is up like this. Anyways. Big bone. Six pack. And obliques. Goes up here to the side. And let's say, yeah. Let's say this is the should be up here, but you know, it's okay. Actually, no. No, it's not okay. Let's put it here. Pieces there. Down, pubic bone. Same thing over here. Down there. Yes, landing area should be back here, but you know, it's not visible from this 1/3 angle, so you know. But the aces is visible, so we can spot that instead, which is up here. Right. And then we're gonna go a serratus. Serratus goes like pew pew pew, and we'll just go bow bow bow. Right. And we can have a little there we go, and then here is oops flats here. Let me just double check something real quick. Yes, okay. So let's actually reach out a bit farther back than one might expect, because the other part that completes the full pelvis rotation covering thingy, right, this thing is the lats, and they don't really go out that far. No. Yeah, and then they would just attach from up here and then go down to the sacrum. Yes. And like the arms would have their own muscles, and I haven't gone into that yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, pretty easy. Sternocleidomastoid, my beloved. Oh, we haven't gotten into that yet. Right. Sacrospinatus would attach here too. But yeah, we got like a little guy. Got a little guy here. My scuffed leg muscles, because I have not fully dived into the specifics of it yet. Oh yes, stunning. And his arms like super long, but everyone has different arms, so he can have long arms. Long arms are cool. Yeah, and there's that's pretty much it. Torso muscles, that's pretty much it. I think it's best to summarize just like the major muscle groups. I'm not gonna say everything or where they attach anymore. That I said that in the video. Even though it's like really long, I'm sorry. Okay, so first is the sacrospinalis. I cannot type. Oh, help me. Sacrospinalis. Then there's pectoralis major. And next is deltoid. My hands are so cold and frozen from just gripping the mouse so hard. Holy, let me just Just stretch it real quick. I am actually in pain. I say as I continue to type, I am not in pain, guys, with this. Okay. Trapezius is next. Just flip it through the book because sometimes I have to draw it in order to remember it. Abdominis. Next is external oblique. Oh, did I spell that right? Yes. And serratus anterior. Serratus anterior. 8. Latissimus dorsi. 9. Rhomboid. The rhomboid. It is split into major and minor. Oh my. 10 is the scapula group, which is the supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor, teres major. Yeah, so that's like pretty much the muscles that you can see sort of on the surface of the body. Yeah. Also, I have a tip. I was watching this dude, little professor guy. He was explaining, guys, it's okay. You can draw hands. Just believe in yourself. And I'm like, this guy's like literally talking shit. Like, you gotta tell us how to draw the hand, my guy. But basically, he starts with a wrist, right? And then he gets another wrist look-alike, and you kind of go like, what the frick? But he creates 3, like kind of 3 equal, right? 3 equal, and we all know that pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger. Depends on what kind of fingers you want to have, like, the difference in height of. But I usually just do this one, like, pointer finger is higher than the ring finger, and then middle finger is the highest. And then after, he draws, like, this area, which is, you know, the fleshy area of the thumb. He extends it a little bit, and then, boom, thumb. When you look at the thumb, it kind of, like, goes halfway, so I should draw this a bit higher, like that, right? And then you go like, where's the pinky, bro? Well, here is the pinky. Draw a little triangle protruding out like that, and then boom, pinky. And I think it's a really great way, the way that he explained how to draw the hand is because, like, these 3 move together. They move in tandem. I think I used that right. I hope I used that right. And then you can kind of fold the pinky into the palm, you know? And then fold the fleshy part as well as the thumb into the palm as well. So you can even draw... okay, let's do a little silhouette action going on. Right. You can kind of do this, kind of play with the perspectives of it. Kind of do this too, and then you can just fold it in. Sorry, that's a bit too long. Right? You can, like, fold it in like that. Isn't that cool? Just play with the perspective of this triangle, and then this little square. Yeah. Hands. Jazz hands! Yahoo! Okay, well, that's already an hour, so I'll leave it there. If you have any questions, which you probably do because I suck at explaining, and I have to think about everything I say because I can't create coherent sentences. See, like just now, I have so much pauses in that sentence. Please leave any questions in the comments. I'll try, or I will answer all of them. Hopefully I'm able to answer all of them in a timely manner. Okay, bye. Sorry for frustrating you with my voice and my stuttering and my really slow way of talking, but I hope you got something out of this video, and I hope you join me the next time I try have a heavy emphasis on the try to explain something. Okay, bye, thank you.